All right, so we're down here in Atlanta. We've got Karo Parisyan here with us as he gets ready for his fight. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I feel a little better. I'm good.
What does that mean? Explain that.
Just the fight go through your head in the morning when you wake up, and when you think why you're here, everything goes through your head and puts you like little jitters, little nervousness in your stomach and stuff. I feel a little better now. Just trying to get out there and just put my head right.
Have you always had that, or is it a recent development? You always seem like a very calm guy. So what's going on?
When I started getting panic attacks 8 months ago, very, very bad. So and once you get that, it's like it's in you, and you have to be able to control it. And I'm trying my best right now to control all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons that a lot of things have been happening to me as far as mentally trying to prepare myself for fights and stuff. Because you're exactly right. I never get nervous. I'm always great before a fight. I'm very confident. Not that I'm not before. Not that I'm not. I still am, but I'm trying to deal with some other personal issues for the fight.
Any explanation as to why it happened? What do doctors say? How does this come about? I mean, I don't want to harp on it, but it is pretty interesting. It sucks for you, but
sucks for
I'm
me
sure
big
there are a
time.
lot of people out there who are dealing with it and may have to deal with it down the road.
Obviously, a lot has got to do with my sport, and at the same time, it's got to do with my personal issues in my personal life. I'm an Armenian kid that came from Armenia, and a lot of stuff happens to you when you live in a big country, powerful country like the United States of America. When a doctor tells me all throughout the years, I've been fighting since I was 14 years old. And throughout the years, competing in all those years in the professional fight, you have a water balloon that fills up with all this stress and all this thinking of all kinds of stuff happening to you. And then when it bursts one day, that's your panic attacks and anxiety. And once it's in your head, man, it's very hard to get it out. So I'm trying my best to deal with it. I really am. And God forbid, if I get hit by lightning in this fight and I lose, I have to think of different ways to try to deal with all these problems.
Yeah. Was it affecting you for the last fight at all against Thiago Alves?
When I got to Colorado, I told my friend and my teammates I want to go back home.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever done that before, where you wanted to bail out of a fight?
Ever. I swear to God, it's never happened. Wow. First time in my life, and I knew that this wasn't heading the right position.
Karo Parisyan's with us. We're down here in Atlanta, getting ready for his fight against Yoshida. Do you remember what you did reacting to the loss against Alves? Because you were borderline. I thought you were in some trouble there in terms of not losing your career, but maybe getting suspended because you were kind of flipping out and you were pushing people. There were a couple times you put your hands on Joe Silva, the matchmaker. I'm like, this is going to get pretty serious here.
Yeah, I got very, very physical and I got very upset. I thought the fight was stopped a little too soon because I popped right back up. I got a flash knockout, but I thought I was like, oh my God, dude, it can't be over. This fight can't stop. I'll have a heart attack. I've never been stopped in my life. So I started pushing. I'm like, why'd you stop? Oh, you can't blame a fighter, man, for coming off. I'm like, I'm a veteran. I've been hit before. I've been dropped before. You can't stop the fight this soon,
right.
And after that, and ever since then, man, I'm just trying to get my mental. Everything is mental. 90% of the fight is mental when it comes down the day of the fight.
Right.
So you try to get that focus.
Do you feel right now like some of the fights are being stopped too soon? Because that was a night. I think Houston Alexander was 1,000% legit. He was out. It was 8 seconds. But there's a lot of cases where guys are going down. It's a flash knockdown, and then the next punch kind of wakes them up, and they're ready to go. And
exactly.
How do they manage that? Because you don't want to kill the refs for making a decision to try to keep you guys safe. But what are they supposed to do to help you guys?
Well, first of all, I've been fighting in the UFC for 5-6 years. I'm a veteran of the sport. When you've seen Karo Parisyan get rocked bad from Matt Serra. He almost took my head off. I came back and I had a dominating victory over Matt Serra. You have to understand, he got rocked. He's a veteran. Let him recover. Let me eat punches on my face before you stop, not on my ear or my neck.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah, because I didn't think he landed anything on the ground.
No, it was just I was like, oh, boom, I fell down, and I was like, oh, and then boom, next thing they stopped, and I went berserk.
And it's another one of these things with you where you're almost star-crossed because you had a title shot. Yeah. You're ready to go. You get injured. Now you see what has happened to Alves. He moves on. He gets a Matt Hughes, who I don't think was 100% for the fight mentally, physically, finishes him. And, I can see the disappointment. It's like you're always trying to climb that ladder.
Always. It's an ever-climbing ladder. I mean, you're always on that damn ladder. Yeah. And you never see the end. You see the end, but you're like, I'm almost there. Boom, and you fall all the way back down again. I don't know, man. All I know is that I'm praying and I'm training, and I hope the outcome is good. And I pray that Saturday I come in with a strong mental, and then just go after Yoshida and show him what the hell Karo's all about, man.
So tell us what it's going to be like fighting a guy. Have you ever fought someone in MMA with a judo pedigree like this guy?
No, I haven't. I've never.
Is it going to be a stalemate, or are you going to be throwing each other all over the ring?
I don't know. It might be a judo chess match. It might go. They might say, "Oh, this guy's brought back real judo in MMA," But I don't know. I'm gonna try to put my hands on him, and I'm trying to put a hit on him, fit him with some leather, and put some power behind my punches. Let him respect my power. If I get him, I want to break him. I want to get him frustrated. I want to take him down. If I can't throw him, I'm gonna out wrestle him. Single legs, double legs, put him on his back. Break him mentally to know that I am going to be on top of him. I'm stronger. I'm better in every aspect of the game, and he better know it.
All right. What do you think happens in some of the big fights, especially the main event, Chuck and Rashad?
Oh, I can't wait for that fight to watch. That's why I want to get this fight over quick. God willing.
Well, I wouldn't think that much about the main event.
Well, yeah.
I'm worried about your fight, but I get your point. Yeah.
Trust me, I'm way more. But I want to get the fight over with, and I want to go back in the locker room and just relax and watch the fights with a calm mind and enjoy them. I think Rashad and Chuck is going to be it's a fireworks to happen, man. Yeah. Undefeated guy, crazy MMA fighter. I mean, Rashad's got all the tools to beat Chuck, but then again, Chuck's Chuck also, man. So I'm teammates with Rashad now. My heart's a little bit more with Rashad, but at the same time, Chuck Liddell is no slouch, man. I mean, he's a beast.
You think there's a shot at an upset in the other kind of veteran matchup against the young guys with Palhares and Henderson, and also Franklin and Hamill? Who has a better shot at pulling the upset, from what you know?
I think obviously, I think that Hamill has a better shot pulling the upset than the Henderson fight. Again, man, I all those guys I'm buddies with, and I can't put a prediction. By the way, you lost a lot of weight.
I did.
A lot of weight.
A big fat ass in October. Thanks for noticing.
No, I didn't recognize you, and I was like, oh, my God, that's him.
Yeah. Someday I'll be down. I'll be able to fight at 170. I'll be able to fight, but I'll get down to 170. Hey, Karo, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.